Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all having an amazing Wednesday so far. For today's Lifestyle Wednesday video, I thought we would do something really yummy to celebrate Father's Day that's coming up and also to kick off the summer season. And what better way than do a barbecue recipe? However, I know not everybody has access to a grill. So I wanted to create something that you could also do on the stove and still get that summer feeling to it, you know what I mean? So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my husband's famous burgers, which I'm so excited because once you try these, you're never going to want to make them any other way. I promise you guys. I just added a little bit of a twist to his original recipe, so when he watches this, I hope he doesn't mind. But I hope you guys enjoy it, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. What's a burger without bacon, right? So the first thing we're gonna prepare is the bacon because it takes about 20 minutes to cook. We're gonna be making it in the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes, and you don't need to preheat the oven. And the key is to use maple bacon. This is gonna add a delicious contrast to the entire burger. Once that's in the oven, the next thing we're gonna prepare is our coleslaw. This is gonna go on the burger and it's gonna add a really nice crisp crunch, and it's gonna add a little bit of tangy and sweetness. You're just gonna mix white sugar with white vinegar, red vinegar, and a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil. And then to that, I'm adding just mayo, but you can also use regular mayo or any type of creamy dressing. And then I also add a pinch of salt and give it a good mix. I just buy the pre-cut coleslaw stuff. No need to make life complicated, as you'll see in this video. So I put that in the bowl and then I mix it with the dressing. And at this point you can taste it. If you feel like you want it to be a little sweeter, you can add a little more sugar. If you want it more tart, you can add a little more vinegar. So after that, I just cover it and put it in the fridge, and this is gonna give it some time to set and let all those flavors marry each other. And then we're gonna move on to prepare the rest of the burger. We're also gonna be adding onion rings to the burger, and these are super simple to make. You just need yellow onion. Make sure you slice it up as thinly as possible to cut down the cooking time. And don't worry if you have some pieces that don't come out perfectly round, because this is all gonna go as a topping in the burger. So here I have the mixture that we're gonna be dipping the onions in, and this is just flour, white pepper, salt, and paprika. Super simple, but this is so good, you guys. We're gonna dip the onions, give it a good shake. You don't need to add anything wet because the onions are already wet themselves. And we're gonna go ahead and cook those immediately. They take about 10 minutes to fully cook. So we're just gonna put the stove on medium high, and then we're gonna go ahead and get a second pan going on medium high because we're gonna go ahead and toast our bread at the same time. Multitasking. I'm adding equal parts of avocado oil and butter to get it nice and crispy and also give it that buttery flavor. You want to make sure that the pot is sizzling hot before you add the onion rings, so do a little test. If you see that it sizzles when you put the onion ring in, then you're ready and you can drop in all your onions and let them cook for about 10 minutes or until they're brown. Okay, so while the onions are cooking, we can go ahead and start toasting our bread. This is another key ingredient to this burger, King's Hawaiian bread, or any type of bread that has a little bit of sweetness to it. And then I add butter to it, put it on the pan to toast it up, and that's it for the bread. By the time the bread is done toasting, the onions should be done, and we can set those aside and start assembling our burgers. Okay, so for the burgers, again, we're gonna keep things super simple. It's just ground beef. They even sell these patties already pre-formed for you, which I would highly recommend. And all we're doing is just seasoning it with sea salt on both sides. And here I have some crushed up black pepper. We're just gonna roll the patty on the black pepper to give it a nice crust. And my husband recommends using 80-20 meat because it's the juiciest. So if you guys want to go leaner, that's fine, especially since we're cooking it on the stove. You can throw it on the grill, but for this video, we're going to be making it on the pan. So you're going to put the stove on medium high and cook it for exactly 5 minutes on one side. After those 5 minutes are up, you can flip it over and cook it for 6 minutes. Once the 6 minutes are up, I turn the stove off and then I add cheddar cheese on top. And it's also going to continue cooking that meat on the pan. And now it's time to assemble our burger. So I thought I'd show you guys how I like mine. So I like to add mayo. This is the just mayo garlic flavor, which I have been so hooked on. It's so good. And then I add ketchup to it. Also, my husband likes to put sweet and spicy pickles. And then we're gonna put the coleslaw on top. You wanna put the coleslaw on the very bottom of the burger so that it's easier to eat. And then of course, don't forget about that delicious, crispy, salty, and sweet bacon. And then on top of that, we're gonna add the crispy onion rings. And then we're gonna top it off with the last piece of bread. And there you have it, guys. The ultimate burger. If you guys decide to try this recipe out, don't forget to send me an Instagram picture, tweet me, snap me, or leave me a comment, and I will talk to you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.